Hey loves, welcome back again to my channel. In this video I'll be teaching you how I make my beef kebab, popularly called stick meat in Nigeria. So keep on watching if you like to see the simplest way to make it. For this recipe you need pure beef. Okay, so you want to go ahead and cut your beef into your preferred sizes. Right now I'm about to season it properly. Go ahead and add in your rosemary, your thyme, your curry. You can add paprika, bay leaf, and any other spices of your choice. At this point, I'm just adding my seasoning to it. Go ahead and use your seasoning powder. Be sure to season this properly. Add some salt to it, and you're going to give this a good mix after you're done seasoning it. So I'm adding some ginger and garlic that has been crushed and my blended onions. We'll add a little water to it, cover the pot and allow it boil for about 50 minutes. For my pepper mix, I'm using my red onions, my scotch bonnet pepper, red bell peppers, but you can, if you don't want it spicy, because it was specified that they wanted this spicy. So if you don't want it spicy, you can just add your red bell peppers, your onions and your chili pepper or your cayenne pepper. So I've used my food processor to blend this roughly. By now the beef is ready and I fried it. So the leftover oil is what I'm going to be using to fry this pepper mix. So I just poured it into it. I'm going to give it a stir and adding, a little bit of seasoning powder, a little salt and some spices, just a little. So go ahead and use any preferred spices that you like. We're going to fry this for about 10 minutes and you want to keep an eye on it and stir it from time to time. Now this mixture doesn't need water, just keep stirring it from time to time. And once you realize that it's ready, you have to taste it to be sure that it's ready. You go ahead and add in your beef, your fried beef. This beef kebab almost caused trouble at the party we attended because everyone wanted to have a taste of it, to the point that we had to hide it under our table. In fact, an elderly man that tasted this beef kebab that we served alongside the moi moi had to just say that, "Àǹtí ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má gba ọkọ ọlọ́kọ pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ tẹ́ sè yìí," meaning that don't take another woman's husband with this delicious meal that you just made. And we just laughed. It was so good. It was so good. Now we're going to stir everything properly, making sure that the beef is coated with the sauce. The quantity of the beef is a lot, so you want to make sure you take your time to stir this properly. If you want to take the taste of this beef kebab to another level, make sure to add some scotch bonnet pepper or red bell peppers or chili pepper that has been grated or blended roughly. Add it into your beef while you're boiling it. It really makes a difference, trust me. Now we're going to leave this to steam up for about 10 minutes. You make sure that it steams up so that everything, the sauce can marinate with the beef and everything can just marry each other properly and taste, delicious. If you're still watching up to this point, thank you so much. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up. This helps YouTube to push this video to more people who might need this recipe. Okay, don't be stingy and it's free of charge. Also remember to subscribe and turn on your post notification. Is that bell icon, the golden bell icon just below this video? You turn it on and click on all notifications so that you'll be notified when next I drop another video. Also, always drop a comment for me in the comment section. I mean, that just encourages me and it keeps me going. I always look forward to reading from you, and I always reply your comments, so why not? Once it's ready, I'm going to allow it cool for about 5 minutes so that it's cool to touch, and I'll just start garnishing it. For garnishing, I'll be using a combination of bell peppers. I have red, yellow, and I have the green. I also have the red onions, and I've already cut it up into the sizes. So when you want to cut up your bell peppers, you want to make sure that you are checking the actual size of your beef. So you don't want to make your bell peppers or your onions or whatever you want to use to garnish, you don't want to make it way bigger than the beef. Okay, so you want to make sure that the size is a bit similar to the size of your beef. And now we need skewers, of course. That's why it's called skewers, beef skewers. That's why it's called beef kebab, and that's why it's called stick meat. So we need skewers. So the first thing I did was to put on my gloves, because of course I don't want to get pepper on my hands and I don't want to get everywhere messy. So you can put on your gloves. If you're not comfortable using gloves, you can use your bare hands as long as it's washed. I like to start with beef, so I put in one beef first, and then in no particular order I can just mix the bell peppers. So I'm going to put in the green bell pepper. The reason why I like to make sure that I use the beef while it's warm is because I need it to be easy for the skewers to penetrate. And also the reason why you boil your beef for a long period of time, I mean not too long, but about 50 to 1 hour, is so that when even after frying, it's not so hard for the skewer to penetrate the beef even after frying. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in my onions. Like I said, in no particular order, just do you. I mean, some people even use just onions, some people use just green bell peppers. I mean, but for colors, for the beauty, it's, of course, why not just use bell peppers? So yeah, I've just added meat again, or beef rather, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my yellow bell pepper. I'll add in another beef. So I'm just arranging it. Okay, the beauty of beef skewers, beef kebab, or stick meat, the beauty is in the arrangement. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the last beef. So for this I used 4. You can use 3. You can put in like 3 beef cubes, and then you can add in your your pepper or your onions to garnish. And this is how beautiful it looks. We're still going up to 50 pieces, so 50 times 4 to the max. You can imagine how many quantity of beef we need to put into the stick. And I wasn't doing this alone, yeah, but I won't tell you who was assisting me. Okay, yeah, let's focus on this video. So I'm just repeating it, and I didn't actually make the same color, I just changed it. And go ahead and do it anyhow you like, but this is a game changer. This recipe is really nice. Some people grill this beef and all, but I find that when you fry the beef, you make it tastier. Trust me, just one taste of this if you prepare this for anyone and you just give them, you serve them 1 or 2, trust me, they're going to ask for more as long as you have more. Because like I said earlier, if you follow the gist, this beef kebab almost cost trouble. It almost cost trouble. We're hearing things like, if this beef kebab should finish, just know that there's going to be trouble, there's going to be war. I mean, it was that tasty. It was so good. Have you ever made beef kebab at home? Have you ever tasted beef kebab? What are your thoughts on beef kebab? Do you think beef kebab is overrated, or you think it's so delicious? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. For me, I'm a fan of beef kebab, and that's simply because you can't take beef kebab to a party or any gathering. You can't serve it at any party and people won't eat it. In fact, they would ask for more, and that's one of the reasons why I really like beef kebab. But if you can't make it at home and you think it's too stressful, reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM, and I'll hook you up, okay, at a fee, not free of charge. Right now, I'm just arranging everything on the tray. I'm still going to transfer it into a cooler, but you can also use a 4 tray or 4 plates to keep this and take it to the venue. So I'll take a picture for content, for posting, of course, so that customers can order. If they don't see, they won't know. And this is what the close look of our beef kebab looks like. It is so delicious. It is very important for you to make sure that the part of the beef you are buying is not the part that has the muscles. Okay, you want to make sure you give them pure beef, tasty, delicious beef. If you enjoyed watching this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification, and share this video with your friends, family, or anyone you know that it will help. And I'll see you in my next video. Stay happy and stay blessed. Bye for now.